You see, the other thing too, right, is that she's basically doing whatever the hell she feel like doing, when she feel like doing it, and how she feel like doing it. You understand? So you can imagine she was come and saying, oh well, she shut down churches and all kind of nonsense, or well, therefore you can only have 25 people, or you can only. I know she raised it to 50, but she's doing stuff, and then they will come and say, oh well, let's sit down and talk with the stakeholders and have a discussion. But you already done do what it is you want to do. Then no point in anybody having a discussion with you when you already decided, not just decided in your mind what you can do, but you've done it already. I mean, she's doing every friggin' thing backwards. You take, for instance, this whole republic issue. That should have started with constitutional reform. She just go ahead and putting things in place, and then say you'll deal with the constitution later, and then you're gonna talk about putting the governor general in place, and then for her to reign ad infinitum, which is totally ridiculous. You start with constitutional reform, have a referendum with the people, you understand? See what obtains and what pertains, what the people would want and what they don't want, whatever the case may be. And then you put the measures in place. I mean, you don't go and build a house on a piece of land, buy the land and then move in the house. You understand? You buy the land, you build the house and then move in. But she's doing everything backwards. Then telling people, oh, the church service can be no more than 90 minutes and all this kind of crap. You understand? So she got a Nazi plan to proceed. Then she come about about changing the first line of the second verse of the national anthem. The one that says the Lord has been the people's guide for the last 300 years. She won't remove that. So all talk about God is to go through the window. You take the national flag of the country, take it to foreign territory, you bury it in the ground in some ridiculous satanic ritual. And you expect really people, listen, I tell people, honest to God, right? If we don't watch out, we can end up having another 1937 here in Barbados, you know. We can end up having another 1937 in Barbados. She got some sort of plan up she sleeve for she to reign indefinitely in Barbados, because she talking about one, they ain't calling the elections during a pandemic, but you still calling by elections and all this kind of crap. You understand? And people like they just don't want to open their eyes and see what the hell this woman doing. It is totally ridiculous, and I know that when Bajans decide to stand up, because you know Bajans are all talk. When Bajans finally decide to stand up, it can be too late. But it can be